The WHO convened a special session over the weekend to discuss the crisis in Gaza, and a swarm of tornadoes plowed through Middle Tennessee over the weekend, killing 6 people, including a child. Good morning, I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. The Israeli military says its troops are engaging in battles with Hamas militants in the 2 largest cities in Gaza. Israeli officials say that 117 hostages taken by Hamas are still alive in Gaza. Another 20 have been declared dead. Israel says it launched a rescue operation last Friday, but that it failed. 2 Israeli soldiers were severely wounded in the operation. Hamas says an Israeli hostage was killed. Israel confirms this, but did not disclose if the hostage died in the attempted rescue. The World Health Organization has convened a special session this weekend to discuss the deepening crisis in Gaza. The meeting came at the urgent request of 17 countries. As NPR's Ari Daniel reports, a resolution to protect health care in the Palestinian enclave was adopted without objection.
The resolution called for the unfettered movement of humanitarian and medical aid and funding to support the WHO's efforts in the Palestinian territories. Director General Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus praised the resolution, but highlighted the challenge of enacting it.
Without a ceasefire, sustained humanitarian assistance at the scale needed is simply not possible.
Israel's ambassador to the UN questioned why today's special session was held, the first to address the subject of a single conflict. She said different rules apply to Israel, but ultimately didn't stand in the way of the resolution's adoption. Many countries support a ceasefire, but not the U.S. delegation. Ari Daniel, NPR News.
In the U.S., federal prosecutors are urging a judge to keep the March trial date in the election interference case against former President Donald Trump. But NPR's Carrie Johnson reports Trump wants to pause that case while he appeals a key ruling.
Trump's lawyers are asking an appeals court to find he's immune from prosecution on conspiracy charges because he was president during most of the alleged election interference. They want to delay the D.C. trial until after the 2024 election. But special counsel prosecutors say there's no need to pause the rest of the pretrial action while the appeal proceeds. Prosecutors say there's a significant public interest in the trial, and they'll commit to following their own deadlines, even if Trump tries to delay. Carrie Johnson, NPR News.
Some people in Middle Tennessee are still in shelters following this weekend's swarm of tornadoes. Several plowed through the state, killing 6 people, including a child. One of the strongest tornadoes passed through Clarksville, northwest of Nashville. That is where Luke Dill lives.
I look up in the sky, and the entire sky across the street is just spinning. And I'm looking at it, and the wind is picking up. I can see the debris starting to fly, and it just started coming down.
Several Tennessee schools are closed today. The Tennessee Emergency Management Agency has declared a state of emergency. This is NPR.